4 in 5 Canadians support complete ban on civilian possession of assault-style weapons. Grabs popcorn. This'll be fun. I brought enough for everyone. Yes, gun control brings out the worst of Reddit. 80% want this, but Reddit will still get mad about it. See, I am Canadian, and always thought assault-style rifles were legal. Already kinda disappointed I never got a chance to fire one, in a range setting. But it isn't going to affect my life in a negative way. We don't have castle doctrine / stand your ground. Weapons here were already just for hunting if you are a civilian. It's the sports shooters that will be the most affected, people who compete in 3-gun competitions like in the IPSC or USPSA. This will make Reddit fun for Canadians. After New Zealand's gun laws changed, we got angry Americans ranting at us about 1984 fascism at every opportunity for months. The NZ subreddit was brigaded, of course. It's been a weird day so far. First thing when it was brought up, one of the Americans in our friend group went on and ranted about how it was dumb solely because it doesn't cover all the loophole guns. It was a weird thing to fixate onto me. Doesn't most gun violence involve handguns? Bingo. Also probably not legally acquired in the first place. Banning guns that occasionally are used to kill multiple people in one fell swoop but actually represent the minority of gun-related fatalities is a purely political move and likely won't make much of a difference since 1. Assault-style weapons don't kill as many people as handguns, and 2. People intending to commit a crime generally don't give a fuck about legally purchasing the gun for said crime. What is an assault-style weapon? I assume it means things that look like an AR-15, they will then come up with layman's definition. Probably something like semi-automatic rifles, magazine capacity. Why people focus on this, it's an accessory, modeled after an existing weapon used by armed forces. Then after a year it will become clear this definition doesn't ban a bunch of stuff they want banned. Then we rinse and repeat. I know because I live in MD where this is constant game. Authorities say the following models are banned and models with the quality X are banned. So people buy weapons that function the same and work around the ban. They need to write the laws with actual expertise and numerical goals in mind. Trying to ban scary-looking guns is just not specific enough. In MD a bunch of random guns from movies and TV are banned, but others that function the same are not. The term assault weapon, even when using the current federal government's incorrect definition, refers to guns that are already, prior to the OIC today, prohibited to own. There are no semi-automatic firearms with a large magazine of ammunition that were designed and configured for rapid fire, because all such firearms are restricted to a maximum of 5 rounds of ammunition already. In other words, the plast if something that is already not allowed, should become not allowed, and is quite useless. Today's OIC ban on assault-style weapons refers to guns that look like assault weapons, hence the style. Cause black plastic on guns makes them far more dangerous than the old wood and blued steel counterparts. Isn't one of the biggest problems that Canada is facing is the fact that a lot of assault weapons are being imported from the States? We don't have a gun problem, period. 2 to 250 people are killed per year. 2/3 are gangsters and criminals, 1/3 are suicides and accidents, and a handful are innocent people murdered. Counting this, we're at 5.6 per year since 2010. For comparison, tuberculosis is still killing 100 plus per year. All the innocent people killed by guns in the last 10 years is about 1 week worth of opioid deaths. Imagine they spent $1 billion fighting that. I'm still pissed they confiscated my blowgun when I brought it back from the Amazon. Prohibited weapon. They did return it, but only after they plugged the tube with glue. Honestly, the guy could have killed 22 people with a bolt-action rifle or a pump-action shotgun given how long a time span he had to carry out his crimes. An assault weapon ban wouldn't have stopped this massacre. Charles Whitman killed 17 and injured 31 with a bolt-action rifle in 90 minutes. This guy had 26 hours. Conducted on 1,500 people who are members of the forum, with 73% of them not owning a gun ever. The survey asks about assault weapons which don't exist and instill fear, but Hickman, a survey is a survey. Keep doing them until you get the results you want. As a gun rights advocate in America, I have no problems with this. The beauty of living in a modern democratic society is that you can make decisions for yourself. If the Canadians agree to enact these kinds of changes, it seems to be their business. Not mine. Same. Although according to CBC, the ban will be enacted through regulations approved by an order in council from Cabinet, not through legislation. Is that like an executive order? If so, it's not quite the most democratic process. Personally, I think the restrictions in the current Firearms Act, particularly the limits on clip capacities for semi-automatic rifles and all handguns, was good enough. American gun control advocates would be absolutely thrilled to be able to see something like the Firearms Act enacted there. I am not a gun nut, but banning types of weapons because of how they look doesn't seem logical. I don't care if it looks like an M16 as long as the clip only holds 5 cartridges. We actually have very strict gun control already, even if some of it doesn't make sense. But politicians know firearms are an easy target for political point earning. They don't care that their ban only hurts Canadians, or that it won't stop any of the crimes they're blaming these guns for. They know they can use it to look tough on crime. So they pull the chain tighter around our necks.